I didn't have my mic on. All right, well, this is a fun little teaser thing that they dropped. In case you haven't noticed, screw it. I mean, let's just play it, and then we'll see what happens from there on. I guess that is pretty loud in my ears. Yeah, LF Cell. LF Perfect Form Cell just got announced. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one. All right, so hold up before we move on to like this breakdown. So if I just kind of want to break down the two units that we saw here. So again, we saw this Gohan right here, right? This is assuming going to be a 1% just Super Saiyan Gohan from the Cell Saga. It's not going to be too impactful, right? I mean, we know that this is a green card. It's a stop time green card. That's good so far. And then he's got a blue card with it's a melee based blue card. It has blast armor on it. I'm pretty sure this character is going to be more of a supporting role because I mean he doesn't have an ult, it seems, and I mean Super Saiyan Gohan. I guess I don't know. I like this look, but I don't think that this is gonna be like the money maker in terms of like what they're gonna make it, right. He's also a 1% unit. 1% units typically aren't coming in and destroying your entire team nowadays. So this is probably what he's gonna be like a supporting role because I mean he doesn't have the greatest in terms. He doesn't have the mass of animations, right. He's only got like the green card and he's only got the blue card, and then he's got the sick windscreen. I do like that windscreen. I think it's a manga planet panel, right, I believe, when he takes off his weighted clothing that Piccolo gave. You know what that is, right? All right, and here's the meat and potatoes of this. We have LF Perfect Form Cell. This is not a perfect cell. This is before he explodes, hence why he's got the whole explosion bullshit going on here. But I mean, if we're gonna take a look at this, I mean, hold up, let me just see if I can just quickly hold up because he's doing a lot right here, right? I mean, because initially this it doesn't play the blue card like activation. In fact, I have like all these like sound cues memorized because I do play the game without music. So that I think he's gonna have an AOE green. I have no idea. I think that is an AOE green, and yeah, I think he might have a. I think it's a strike cover change right here that he's got, which is nice. He's a sparking character, so and they never really give sparking characters, their own, clash animations, unless that is what this is going to be, right? But so far we haven't seen any of that yet. The clash animations are exclusive to Ultra, so I'm pretty sure he has a strike cover change right there, and that's his blue card right there. If we can just like go back and we can just play this for a bit. Yeah, that sound right there, that is the blue card sound effect right there. So this is his blue card, right? And I'm pretty sure I think we're gonna have two animations for this because obviously his blue card I think is tied to the LF. That's pretty obvious right here, but he does go immediately into the Kamehameha. So it does make me want to assume that he does have two different blue card animations, right? He's got the first one where he probably does the kicks or something into the perfect attack with his elbow, which I mean technically we already have that with the red cell, but there's a lot of things that this character could do. Or maybe it's just be an extended version of the blue card that we already see here, right? Which is the LF, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that they can show right here. So this is ridiculous. I mean, wow. Oh, I like that. I like that voice. But then obviously the big part, what they teased yesterday with the whole, balloon popping and shit is this right here, we have the Cell like losing 18, then he goes into the second form, he's got the whole barfing thing and everything. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, that's probably just extra death damage. If I'm gonna be 110% with you guys, it's probably just gonna be some bullshit with like Magenta and Tapion right there, where he's gonna be dying and then he just does all of this bullshit and just erases the entire enemy team. That's what I'm assuming this is gonna be doing, right? So based off of the PV right here that we've seen, we know that he has, I'm assuming, an AoE green, a strike cover change, and he has a melee blaze blue card. Without, he has an ult, it doesn't seem, because if they were to show an ult, they would, we'd hear the sound effect that would like indicate an ult. We'd see a transformation of some sort, but we haven't seen any of that. So I'm assuming that he is the first LF with the death damage on him, which is, oh god. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have had times where Magenta has just turned me inside out, and I mean, I don't think I have to be a genius to tell you that. Excuse me. That death damage is gonna be pretty stupid. Now, when it comes to his two main teams, we're going to be taking a look. Can we, hold up, we can do it like this. Do this, and then we'll duplicate this tab. And then we'll have this set to, we want this set to, we had it to Android. We want, I guess we could do 3, right? We could do 3. We want to duplicate this, and we want to also do regeneration, because that's the one that I really want to take a look at right here. Where is that? All right, here we go. Here is regeneration, hard cut. I do like the pause button of yes. Unfortunately, I am recording music live, so bear with that. Anyway, so we have the 3 tags that I want to pull up here. We have Android, we have Future, which is probably the most important tag out of all these, and then we have Regen, who is probably going to be the most fun. What the hell is this song? I'm going to do myself a favor and do this. That's fine. All right. So, when it comes to Regen, which is the one that I'm most interested in, right? This is a tag that hasn't really gotten that many buffs. I mean, we've gotten, I would say 4 runnable. I'll make it 5, because we have this Yellow Cell Zenkai here. I think it's pretty good. I think it's really good. He's not like the greatest unit of all time, but he can put in some work, right? He's going to be like Zamasu level of damage, right? Where he's got some weight on him, right? So anyways, we have Yellow Cell, we have Zamasu, we have Second Form Cell, we have Power Awakening Piccolo, who I think is pretty slept on. I do have a video coming out with him later, so be staying tuned for that. And then we have Ultra Kid Buu, who is right now not in the greatest spot due to Vegito, right? So the color that this Regen team has been missing is just kind of a blue character, just from a very easy glance. I mean, probably the best character here is going to be EX Omega, I think. Oh, no, they did have a blue. They have Zamasu. I was thinking of purple. They don't have a purple. I mean, you're not running this guy. No way is anyone running this guy. This guy's fodder. Now, why would you run him when you can just run not him and like this guy? And just why would you run him? Why would you? There's no don't run him. All right, Regen is in need of a lot of help. So I'm hoping that this Piccolo will be helping out Regen here. In terms of, again, because these two are also overlapping with Future, so we'll go back to that. But in terms of what Regen needs, they need a purple unit, right? They can use a purple unit here. The last LF purple unit, or like rather major release purple unit, was Cell, and then it took a year for them to give us another purple Regen unit with you, huh? I guess. Wait, when did you come out? I don't remember. No, you are 6. Oh my god, you're old as hell too. And then you are right now. You're not a 0, but you're like a 3 out of 10. You know, like no, you're not running this guy. Like, why would you run him when you can run someone like Goku and Frieza, or like Goku and Frieza, right? All right, that's Regen right here. Let's keep this tag open. All right, now we're gonna move over to Future, which is probably gonna be his best team. I mean, we have Androids, who is arguable, but let's just focus on Future right now, because ding ding ding, we have 2 really dominant ultras, right? We have Ultra Vegeta, who I think is the best unit in the game. I will be doing a tier list video later as well, so stay tuned for that. As well as Ultra Rose, who is kind of stupid. I mean, he's not, the pinnacle of the game anymore, but he can still put in some work. That's pretty good, right? And then you have this free-to-play Goku Black, who I hate. You have the Second Form Cell, who's good, but he's not competing with Vegito in just any way, shape, or form. I hate this Trunks, but he's here, I guess. You have this Trunks, who got a Zenkai, who I think is really strong. You have Zamasu, if you don't have this Trunks Zenkai. You have the Yellow Perfect Cell, who is down here again, I think he's usable, right? You have these 3 here, who are somewhat usable still. I mean, you got some decent options here, but I guess in terms of Future, what you're going to be running, you're probably just going to be running the core of these 3, maybe these 3, Vegito, Zamasu, and Super Saiyan Trunks. I mean, these 2 are kind of a must run in this meta. Best unit number 1, stopping the best unit number 1, right? I thought you can run this guy, but I mean, this guy has almost infinite cover and all. Like, you're not getting much value out of this guy. This guy's overlapping with Vegito, so I guess I mean, there's value for this cell because the cell is really strong. I feel he's got a lot of strong tools. I guess he is that character who can come out and dominate the entire enemy team, but I mean, he's not Vegito, you know what I mean? And then last but not least, I think the team that he's probably going to be most likely helping is going to be the Android team. I think he's just going to be helping out the Android team because when we look at the releases that we've gotten recently throughout the year, right? I mean, there are a lot of like really top tier options on this team that you can kind of get away with running. And I think that just the way, I mean, because like if we take a look at regen, it's like you need to run Kid Buu, you need to run Piccolo, I think. You can get away with running Zamasu. I mean, I'm not going to be that guy, but I don't want to run this guy as like a main character, right? So you'd be running Kid Buu, you'd be running Piccolo, and then you'd be running either Zamasu or like a later slot character, right? So, I mean, Cell could definitely help out here in the regen team, but you'd probably want to be running a core of these two. And then I think Cell with the death damage on top of how it is hard to kill these two, it would be nice. In terms of colors, I think blue would be the best one for this, just because we need more ways to stop Vegito from going all crazy. But I would honestly think what would he be? I think we just need a really strong blue unit in this meta. I think that's what we need right now. And then for future, I mean, we have you as, I mean, I guess future's also lacking that purple unit, right? If you look at regen, yeah, regen's lacking a purple unit, future's lacking a purple unit. I think the best color would probably be something like, it would be blue, just because we need, I don't know, man. I think purple would be the most fair now that I look at it. But then again, we already have you as I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. They just kind of go on with how the meta's looking. And then obviously for androids, I mean, you're still really good. You're still really good. But you're not enough, I think, to stop the progression of Vegito going crazy, right? I mean, because I think the core of androids right now is Magenta, who I think is really solid. He's a good character. LF17, you kind of have to, this unit is kind of like the glue of the team, right? And then you have Gammas, who are the main damage dealers of the team. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Gammas aren't in a great spot, so I would hopefully, we'd get a new character here, and I think the characters that would work well at 17 and Magenta would either be, it would be a purple unit, right? Purple unit to work with 17 and Magenta. I mean, you could also run red, I guess, but I mean, we just got a red unit, and I mean, they have given us another red cell. Like, I don't think they gave us another red cell so soon, type beat. So, I don't know. In terms of that, like, that's what I'm like. And I'm anticipating another perfect cell here. That's gonna be purple, purple LF cell. I think that's where it's gonna be most likely here. So, yeah. In terms of what he's gonna be able to do, I mean, he's probably gonna be like one of these units who come. I don't know. I don't want to anticipate what he's gonna be doing. All we know so far is that I'm assuming he has an AOE green. He has a strike cover change. He has no ult, so his LF is tied to his blue card, and he has death damage, right? Dude, I just realized how nasty this team could be, right? I mean, you have death damage 1, death damage 2 with Cell. Then you run either the Gammas or 17. Probably run 17 just because of the way the meta is right now, and then you just kind of have 17 kind of carry. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that the Cell is not going to be like a complete 0, right? I mean, shit. The Cell's animations look really nice. I mean, hopefully he's not going to be complete 0. I mean, this looks nice. I like this. Now as for this release date, I have no idea. I mean, they just teased him, and it is reset on Wednesday. Let me see if we can pull up the. Actually, no, it'll whatever. I was gonna say, hold up. Yeah, I wanted to pull this up, right? I wanted to put up the LF17 banner because when 17 was announced, he was also announced with kind of like this like Twitter PV, like this YouTube PV. What the hell, man? It was kind of like announced like this. But his announcement was on the 17th of January, and he came out. Can we move over on the 18th, right? So Cell could be releasing on Wednesday. Which throws an entire bone into how I think the scheduling is going to go. But I mean, to be fair, they did release Vegito this month, right? And they didn't give us an LF during March. But again, they can kind of do whatever the hell they want. They could give us, a Cell, this week, and it's still counted as the monthly LF because they haven't given us a monthly LF technically, right? Yeah. We could probably see a new EX. We haven't seen one since part 1 of the anniversary. The LF units would probably be some kind of like Android future bullshit right here. But I mean, as far as we know, the last time they did a Twitter like preview for one of these LF characters, the character dropped immediately the next day, right? Obviously we're seeing this on Monday, at least on the Eastern time, right? So I don't think he'll come out on Tuesday. because typically on the eastern side, when the game resets, it'll be resetting on Wednesday, and that's typically when the new units drop, right, on Wednesdays. So he could be dropping on Wednesday. He could be dropping next week on the beginning of August, right? I mean, to be fair, when this reset ends, that's when the next celebration begins, right? So we're probably going to be seeing Cell on the when is that? On the 2nd of August here. Or no, either the 26th or the 2nd of August. One of those 2 dates is when we're going to see Cell here. I was not expecting an LF Cell immediately, but I mean, shit, I guess we can just do whatever we want now. This probably does confirm to me that we're probably going to see an Ultra at the end of this month as well. It might not be an Ultra, and we might get the Ultra at the beginning of September, but we're seeing something here, bro. Like, they're kicking the pace up.